And welcome to the AM Power Call. My name is Damon Coleman, and I'm extremely excited and honored to be doing this call with you this morning. I'm on my way to Dallas. I have a 12 o'clock television interview talking about vital health. Very excited about that. And then we have an event tonight on the south side of Dallas. So if you have anybody in the Dallas, Fort Worth area, guys, please go to my page or go to the events page on boards, and you will see that we have an amazing event tonight in South Dallas. Well, I have a limited amount of time today, guys, because I am on the road, but I want to talk to you guys about something that I believe is going to be vital to your business, pun intended, and that is the process. What does this really look like? In terms of being in multi-level marketing. What does this look like? Some of you guys have never done multi-level marketing before. So drop a one in the chat. I want to see who my audience is today. Drop a one in the chat if you've never done multi-level marketing before. If this is your first time being in an affiliate marketing, network marketing, multi-level marketing company. Okay, Susan. All right. Who else we have? Okay, Tavanya. All right. All right. Carmelita Collins, Latifa. Okay. All right. We got some new ones, some newbies, new blood. All right, Christina. Okay. Well, this is going to be for you, but it's also going to be for all of us who have also been in this industry for years, 10, maybe even 20 years. And what we're going to talk about this morning is the process. Okay, the process. And when you look at the process of what it takes to become successful, it consists of many things, guys. And so this is not the only part of the process that you're going to experience, but I came up with a pretty cool acronym for the word process, just so you can write it down, you can look at it, you can remind yourself. And there's other things you're going to do outside of this, okay, that's going to help you grow and excel in this business. But this mindset of the process, I believe, can help you advance in anything that you're currently doing right now. So the first P, and great morning, Brooke, great morning, everybody from all the respective cities that you're dialing in from. Our AM morning, our AM power call is designed to help you grow. Okay, that's the short version of it. So if this is your first time getting on an AM power call, we have these calls Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, to be able to invest into you so that you can invest into you, and then you can start to invest into others. So the acronym, one of the acronyms, because I have many, and I'll give multiple acronyms for some of the letters in process, but the first letter in the word process is P. And P, personal development, guys. Okay? Personal development is one of the most important, if not the most important part of the process, because it's the personal development that is going to give you the mindset that you need to succeed. Well, Damon, I've been succeeding. I've been taking care of my family. I've been providing a living for me and my loved ones. And you're absolutely correct. And if I was to ask you what's the process in terms of what you've been able to do for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years, you will have probably a totally different acronym for me. Okay. However, this is something different for some of you. This is something new, as we got the ones in the chat for many of you. And personal development, guys, is mindset training. That's all it is. It's what you're listening to, who you're listening to, what you're reading, okay? That all play a major role in how you think. And how you think has everything to do with the decisions that you make. The decisions that you make have everything to do with the outcome of what it is that you're looking to accomplish. And personal development really helps you to think in such a way that you start, guys, to look at you, not to condemn yourself, not to put you down, no, but to make an assessment in terms of where do I need to grow in my personality, my character, communication, my relationships, right? Whether spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. If you really get invested into pouring into you 20 to 30 minutes a day, whether it's in the shower while you're getting ready, in the car while you're on your way to work, guys, in your house while you're cleaning up, doing chores. Listen, you can put on an audio. You can go to YouTube University and you can type in personal development. If you want to hear from a woman, you can type in top female personal development speakers and coaches. If you want to hear from a man, same thing. And there's many of them out there, but I could tell you, Uncle Jim Rohn, okay, Jim is going to give it to you straight. He's like the uncle you never had. All right. And then you got Bob Proctor, guys, who is one of the greatest thought leaders that I've ever listened to in my life when it comes to attracting what it is you want into your life. You have Ellie Drake, you have Lisa Nichols, you have Abraham Hicks, guys, you have so many people, Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, you have Dr. Miles Monroe. These are some of my favorites that I like to listen to, but you find that voice, that person, that personality that resonates with you, and you stay there. And you listen to those audios over and over and over and over again. Repetition is the mother of all learning. The personal development is important because another another acronym, guys, could be perseverance, right? This business is not for the weak, right? This is not for the person that, likes to put a toe in the water to see how it's going to feel before they go all in. No, guys, when you're going to make that commitment, which I'll get to that in a minute, but making a commitment to do something for you and your family, to have something that you've never had, which is time freedom. And that's what we're striving for, here in Vital Health. Yes, guys, it is great to be able to help people, but we're also looking to help ourselves. So work on you, right? So you can persevere through some of the challenges that you're going to have. Now, the R is for resilience. Yeah, guys, you're going to need some resilience. People are going to tell you no. This is why personal development is essential, right? So you learn to have more emotional intelligence. You don't take things personally. There's a book called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and agreement number 2 says, don't take anything personal. And that's hard. It's challenging. I'll say that. I won't say it's hard, but I'll say it's challenging. So you need some resilience because it's going to be the people that you may have expected or dependent on the most to say yes, whether it's to buy product, whether it's to be a part of your team. And when they say no, you're going to have enough resilience and belief, guys, to know that this business still works, that these products still work. Because another R that you're going to experience during the process is the resistance. It's the resistance, right? It's going to be maybe a spouse, or maybe your children, or maybe your colleagues, or, it's not going to be so easy, guys, as you may think, because you see it. You got it right away, which is why you're on this Zoom this morning. But not everybody's going to see it, and not everybody's going to get it right away, okay? And so you want to make sure that you're mentally fortified, emotionally fortified. This is what the personal development is for, guys. So you can build up, that resilience to deal with some of the resistance. The O is opportunity. Well, what do you mean, Demar? We're already in opportunity. Yeah, we are, but there's opportunities inside of this opportunity. What is one of the biggest opportunities that you have right here in Vital Health? Duplication, right? Now, you're not going to be a Damon Coleman, a James Lynn Hart, a Brooke Nieves, a David Nieves, or anybody that's on this Zoom, guys. You can only be you. But what you can do, guys, you can find opportunities to learn from all the individuals that get a chance to be on this platform in terms of what to do. I give an example. Tonight, 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have a business overview for Vital Health, where we're going to talk about the founders of the company, the history of the company. How did Vital Health come to be in business? What are the results that we've been able to get, since we started 3.5 years ago? How to articulate the products without going into all the ingredients and scientific studies on what these herbs can do for the body. You will hear and learn, guys, after listening over and over, some of the key points that you can touch on when talking about Vital Health, right? Because sometimes you're going to be able to invite people to get on the Zoom, and sometimes on the fly, you're going to need to have a quick elevator pitch, right? For somebody you meet on the fly, just to tell them a little bit about what it is that you do. We provide plant-based nutrition that helps the body to heal itself. We have adaptogenic herbs that can go inside of the body and start to work on the body so that you can have optimum health. So you can live a life of vitality and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All of that I got from listening to the calls, guys. So taking the opportunities to learn while you earn, opportunities to get on training calls. To me, the Wednesday night call that Brooke does, okay, the product overview, guys, that's an opportunity to learn more about the products that you're providing for other people, right? To learn about the system from detoxing to nourishing, guys. I mean, we have a whole system here in terms of how to get the body from where it is to where you want it to be. So take advantage of those opportunities. Take advantage of the opportunities to go to those live events where you can see how presenters, conduct themselves in front of the room. The hand, like I talk with my hands, right? I want to keep people engaged, right? And I want to keep my energy going. You might go to a live event and hear a joke, right? That's an opportunity for you to learn a joke that you can implement while you're giving your presentations. Guys, I have duplicated so many jokes, right? And it's cool because nobody cares that you heard that joke from somebody else, and they don't even know you heard the joke from somebody else. But what you do is you learn how to lighten up the room. You learn how to help people to relax. When they smile, they become a little more comfortable. So there's opportunities here with inside of the company for you to grow and develop. We have our Saturday morning training calls, guys. That's an opportunity for you to learn from the leaders that have gone ahead of you so you can see what it is that they're doing and how they're doing it. Okay, that's opportunity. The C is for commitment. Okay, the C in process is for commitment. For those of you just coming on, we're talking about the process, and I'm sharing a pretty cool acronym in terms of the process. Okay, in terms of something you can put in front of you to remind yourself when the going gets tough, the tough guys, we're going to get going, right? But sometimes we need tools that we can, how can I say, tools that we can go to as a resource, and this acronym could be one of them. So the C is for commitment, right? Make a commitment. Now, Alex came on, guys. Alex Reynoso, one of the founders, guys, of Vital Health. He came on last week. I want to say it was Wednesday, and he asked some of us, how long is long enough to see if this company, if this opportunity is going to be the opportunity for you to see if it works. Now, I put in the chat 18 months because in 2010, part of a system that I was a part of, guys, was given an 18-month commitment. And I subscribe to that. However, this is one of the reasons why you get on the AM Power calls, because after Alex did that call, I said, no, it's not 18 months anymore. It's not, guys. At minimum 18 months, right? But it's you do it until until, write that down. I will until. Now, 18 months is not it's not a bad amount of time. However, you have people who are in their careers, guys, that have been in their careers 15, 20, 30 years. And for the first 5 years, they were not successful by other people's standards and maybe even by their own. But they stayed in the process, right? That's what we're talking about this morning. They stayed in the process of developing the person they needed to be until they started to get those results. Okay, but it takes a commitment. Now, for me, I'm gonna tell you guys, and I'm not saying this for fluff, I'm not saying this to impress anyone. I'm telling you that Vital Health in my 18 years of being in multi-level marketing is the best opportunity that I've had as a human. We're not gonna talk about as an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for 41 years. I'm 49. I've been doing something to put money in my pocket since I've been 8 years old. Okay. I'm talking about, guys, I'm talking about to really serve people, not just the money, but to really serve people. I'm not trying to go to church on y'all today, but if you take it that way, fine, no problem. But I personally believe that Vital Health is a health ministry. I believe that we are ministering wellness to people all over the world of all different backgrounds, races, religions. We are ministers of nutrition, the gospel of nutrition. Because what else is more important, guys? What is more important outside of your faith? What is more important than this right here? Because you can't even exercise your faith if you did. Hello? You can't. You can't exercise anything if you're not here. And we have so many people die far too young. Far too young. Guys, far too young because of the lack of knowledge. Ignorance is the number one problem in the world. So you make that commitment to yourself that you will until, right? You will until, right? See, guys, the next C, so you have commitment, okay? And you have consistency. That's the next C in the process, guys. Consistency. Being consistent with your activity. And what are the activities that you're doing every single day? Are you sending out DMs? Don't just like, don't just comment. Get in those DMs, guys. And I don't have enough time to go into some of the things to say today in terms of the DMs, right? But we talk about some of these things to say on the AM power calls and on our Saturday morning training calls, right? But consistent, getting in the DMs, right? Following up with those people you reached out to, 30 days ago when you got started. If you just got started 30 days ago or 60 days ago or 90 days ago, because here's the thing, if you're not being a hypocrite and you're actually taking the products that you're promoting, you're actually believing, right, and what it is that you're doing by way of action and consuming these adaptogens, you should have a testimonial. If you do not have a product testimonial within 30 days, you need to take some different products that we have to offer. Maybe your body is not calling for what it is that you're taking. Though it could be good and great for you, and I know it is, but you need a testimonial, guys. Stories sell, facts only tell, right? You can learn all about, oh, I just want to learn first, Damon. I just want to get in and learn all the ingredients and how the product works and how all of this, and then I will. No, guys, you build the plane while you fly it, okay? You build the plane while you're, Damon, I want to know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, guess what? You can learn about all the herbs, all the adaptogens, and nobody cares for the most part. Most people want to know, Damon, what are the products doing for you? How long you been taking the products? What are the products doing for you, right? So you want to be consistent taking your products, guys, on a daily basis. You want to be consistent with sharing those results, whether it be through DMs. You want to be consistent with inviting, right? You want to make that commitment, guys, to be consistent so that you can, well, how long am I supposed to be consistent, Damon? How long am I supposed to take these products? How long? Forever. Well, how long do I reach out to people and send them? They're not responding. Well, reach out to some new people, guys. Facebook is a whole nother planet. Instagram is a whole nother planet, right? Some of you guys who own TikTok and you figured all that out, which is great because I haven't yet, but that's another planet, right? Get in the habit of engaging, right? Be consistent in engaging, all right? So process, PROCCE. What is the E? Experience. Part of the process of becoming a successful, guys, is experience. And some, success just does not come without by way of experience, right? And how do you get experience? Activity, right? You need activity, right? All of these things that I'm talking about, experience with personal development, guys, experience with practicing resilience, experience with taking advantage of the opportunities and educating yourself and going to events, experience, guys, with the commitment of doing anything consistent. Through all of these experiences, these hours of sampling product and, getting rejected, and the experience of being accepted and making that first sale and bringing on your first, distributor, guys. All of these experiences start to add up, and this is how you become an expert. This is how you become seasoned. This is how you become a professional. It's years of experience. And when you look at people that's highly successful, like your David Nieves and your Miles Starworth guys, and these guys have experience. Most people in this industry will tell you, if they're honest, when they first started, they didn't get the results that they were looking for right away. If you ask them how they really felt about it, they would tell you, "Man, we sucked." We sucked in the beginning, right? But they got okay with being uncomfortable. See, your comfort zone is your broke zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. So get in the habit of putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, guys, positions. Now, the S in process is system. Is system. Guys, we have a success system. I've been teaching systems since 2010. I got involved in network marketing in 2008, but I didn't know the importance of having a system to plug into until 2010 when I started learning this business from professionals, right? And David Nieves, guys, has a booklet called The Success System. Very easy to read. It's interactive, right? It's like your Vital Health Bible almost, guys, your resource. Right? You tap in, right, to it's not only going to give you the how-tos, but it's going to give you the what to do's, and you can write in it, you can take notes in it, and it's just a cheat code, guys, in terms of how to build your network marketing business. And as a leader, the more you edify the success system, the less you got to spend so much time training, right? Because we don't get paid for training here in Vital Health. We get paid for moving people and moving product. That's what we get paid for. Okay. So we have a success system. James Lenhart, my sponsor, VP of Marketing. This gentleman has come over here, guys, and help us to integrate a system, a one-team system where we get all of us get the updates on the AM powers, on the opportunity zooms, on the live events, on everything that the company has going on. We can plug into a system turnkey. Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups. And if all of this sounds foreign to you, get with the person that enrolled you and say, "Hey, can you plug me into the WhatsApp group? Can you plug me into the Telegram? Can you plug me into the Facebook?" Right? The system is designed. The acronym for system is save yourself time, energy, and money. That's system. And this company has done an amazing job, guys, of putting a system together, both virtually and physically. Okay? All right? That's S for system. And the last S in process is success. And success is a progressive realization of a worthy idea. Success isn't hitting a rank because somebody else hit a rank. Success isn't hitting a rank as fast as somebody else hit a rank. You know why? Because everybody's process is different, guys. Everybody's process is different. Okay? It's different. It's different. The price that I'm willing to pay is different from the price that Cowboy is willing to pay. The price that Cowboy is willing to pay is different from the price that Eric Eve is willing to pay. We all have our own price. And I'm going to tell you this as I end, okay? Because I'm going to go all the way back to that PM process from the beginning. You're going to die your one or two pains, guys, because part of the process is experiencing some pain, right? And that pain comes from growth. So I said my phone is overheating. Let me do this and get it out this sun so it won't shut down on me as I wrap up. You're going to die one or two disciplines. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And I can tell you right now, you much rather die of the pain of discipline, because the pain of